Hi, good morning, Grade 9 students. Today we can go ahead with the poem On Killing a Tree. On Killing a Tree, written by G.V. Patel, a very famous poem. Because in my schooling days also I got this poem. It was written by G.V. Patel, Dr. G.V. Patel. Basically, he's a general physician, a painter, a writer, a musician, a composer also. Okay, born in Mumbai. Now he was 82 years maybe. Okay. This poem is a very smooth and sensitive poem. Gives information and he persuades us the information that we have to treat a tree as a human being. So let us go. More than that, let's go with the poem. So all of you open your textbooks and come to page number 110. Okay? Open. Now come. So he has given some words. You must have observed people cutting down the trees. But can they kill a tree? Is it possible or not possible? G.V. Patel is questioning us. Is it easy to do so? Is it so easy to do so? Let's read the poem and find out what the poet says, or the poem says on killing a tree. The title itself is On Killing a Tree, a negative title. So something in-depth meaning is there, which touches our hearts. Okay? It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has slowly consuming the. It has grown slowly consuming the, rising out of it, fading upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hides, sprouting leaves, la 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 la, sprouting leaves. It takes much time to kill a tree, not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the, rising out of it, fading upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. So hack and jaw, but this I don't want to do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise cool green twigs. Many aged boughs which if unchecked will expand again to former size. Now, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be opened, tried, and pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out entirely. Out from the cave, and the strength of the tree exposed. The source white and wide, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the. Then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting and withering, and then it is done. It takes much time to kill a tree, not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, rising out of it, fading upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hides, sprouting leaves, sprouting leaves. Thank you for hearing the poem. Here comes the meaning. It takes much time to kill a tree, not a simple zap. See in the next page, 111, the glossary we had a meaning there. Sudden and rough blow, zap in the sense. It can do it. See, for a human being, I can compare here as the poet has compared. Just as a small sharpener blade is enough for this. Just a blade, a small sharp edge tool. Why? A needle, a pin is enough to pinch or to cut the. Naturally, he'll be no more. But if you take a tree, if you cut a branch, within a few days again you'll be getting. See, the electrical department people, what they'll be doing for every 3 months, they'll be coming to our streets. Maybe you might have observed. What they'll be doing, they'll put a round and they'll cut down the trees, isn't it? The branches, most probably. The branches they'll cut down where it will be growing in a huge size, which obstruct the wires, HT wires, high tension wires and all. So they'll be cutting down. Again, after 3 to 4 months, it comes to former size. For example, if in any accident, if we lost our hand, the hand is amputated, can we get within 1 month, 1 year or 4 months? No, it's highly impossible. So, G.V. Patel says, trees are far better than human beings. A step ahead with human beings. See here. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, taking some, what is that, rising out of it from that by sprouting seeds to leaves and other plants, feeding upon its crust. Upon its crust, it starts feeding its sims. And then what you were saying, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, naturally. What is the base here? Someone will sow the seeds. That it sprouts and small, a tiny plant. The plant it grows up like sapling to plant to tree to huge tree. Isn't it? This is the procedure. So absorbing years of sunlight and water, air, water, and out of its leprous hides, means discolored like a heart like this. It comes. Meaning was given there. See once, check it out. Sprouting leaves will come, sprouts to come out. So hack and chop. So you can cut down or you can cut some branches also, or boughs, slenderly thin, which are flexible or called boughs, branches. So hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. This alone won't do it. What title on killing a tree? We can't say we have cut some branches. I killed a tree. No. See here, generally trees, we cut down the trees we'll use in general usage, but here the poet, what he is using on killing a tree, has used the human touch there. Okay? Not so much pain will do it, the bleeding bark will help. Not so much pain, the bleeding bark where you cut off, again it, what happens, will heal, and from close to the ground, will rise from covered green twigs within no time. What happens within 20 days or a fortnight or 1 month, again it grows up. Again it grows, it seems. Miniature boughs which if unchecked and expand to its former size. Small branches, again tiny leaves, small branches it comes and slowly it grows up. If unchecked, if you want to observe in our daily routine, 20 days back they have cut down the branches. Now again it came to its former size because if unchecked, we will be busy. But basing on that, can we say the trees cut or according to poet killed? No. See, an affirmative sentence. No. The root is to be pulled out. How it seems? The root it should be pulled out of the anchoring earth. So how the roots are? They are anchored in earth, deep earth, layers of earth. And how we have to pull out? It is to be roped. The trunk, the roots are to be roped up, tight. Nowadays we have all the machinery, simply they're cutting off and all. But actually it is to be roped, tight, and pulled out, snapped out, to be exposed, or pulled out entirely, out from the earth cave. Means anchoring earth cave. It has to be, comes out. Means anchoring earth in the sense he has given the many trees are held securely with the help of the root in in the earth. That is called anchoring earth. So from that earth cave it has to come out, and the strength of the tree exposed, and the strength of the tree. See, root nodules in the biological lessons we will be getting about plant and tree, isn't it? So the roots and its nodules, everything should be exposed to sunlight, isn't it? The most sensitive, hidden for years inside the earth, the most sensitive part of a tree, the roots. The strength should be exposed, it seems, the hidden part from several years. Then the matter, what is that? Of scorching and choking in sun and air. So there itself bringing it out of scorching and choking with smoke and everything, burning, browning, hardening, twisting and weathering, it seems. See the drying of the tree after being uprooted. So you will take off, you leave it aside, you don't bother. For sun, for air, it will be scorching, it will be fired up, and at the same time choking with smoke and all. Then slowly what will happen? We can say browning, changing of color, hardening. The smoothness will be there, and hardening, twisting and weathering, and sun and air. Then you can say it is done. Then we can say it is done. What is done? The title on killing a tree. Then we can say, we can't say with the small things, but see, a tree is having a great qualities than a human being for simple things. If you have money, if you're healthy, if you're wealthy, or you're getting a good ranks, or you're the top, or whatever it is, some egoistic natures, proudish natures, selfish motives, human beings who should not have that. Just learn from a tree, isn't it? Is it all easy to kill a tree? No, several things to be happen. But human being, a simple jab is enough to cut down the neck, that's it. So our lifespan may be more, but it's very easy to other person to do anything, to harm anything. But if you harm a tree, we can't probably say, yes, I have killed a tree. It takes much more time, not by cutting the branches, isn't it? Because again, if unchecked, it comes to former size. Then how can you say that a tree is no more, or it is killed? The roots to be taken out, exposed, snapped out, pulled out, roped out, tied out. Then you can say, what? It's no more. And then it should be, the tree should be to the sun and air, exposed there, scorching and choking, browning, hardening, twisting, weathering. Then you can say it is no more. So the poet's intention is, it's a very sensitive issue. So you have to know what is the value of a tree. If the trees are not there, total environment, where will we be? Just question. Only with the concrete jungles in the sense apartments, and others, just trees and open air, land if you have with trees and all. So when can we convert this into an apartment? No. How can we encash with it? Okay, you can, but one day you don't have oxygen then to breathe. What can you do with all this money? Nothing. So save trees, save your life. Is that it? Thank you. Have a nice day.